The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Good night.
Good night.
What it do? Back in the building this Friday.
It's a rainy day.
September. This year's almost over.
Oh my God.
Just started like yesterday.
Yeah, I just turned around and like, it's the end of the year.
It's crazy. I mean, you're getting older. I don't like that. Hold up. Okay.
Down on the book.
Yeah. So check it. Q was out for the night on I don't even know what you want to call it. I don't want to put it's BI in the BI. But he's under the weather right now. So he's out for the night. I got my other guest, friends, family in the building with me tonight. So we're gonna knock it out the park. It's all love. It's a what do you call that? Battle of the sexes, I guess you could say it. Yeah, something like that. But we're gonna keep it 1,000 and keep it real. It might not even go according to plan where it's like men against female. It might be male, female, male, blah, 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 boom, boom. But tonight, without further ado, let me get to it. I'm John. I'm in the building with my man Black IT's in the building with me. Got the rest of the squad in here also. Let me introduce the famo. No stranger to the barbershop and the whole 9 yards. What can I say? High energy. Yeah, that was a song. You know what I'm saying? Remember that back in the days? Yeah. Let me introduce her right now. My girl Joe Nace is in the building. What up? You better give me that high energy. I ain't give you that intro. You give me that.
Start over. Let's bring him back. What up?
Okay. All right. High energy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's into it. You can't rush it.
There it is. Special guest for the night. I got my girl Franny's in the building. Franny's in the building. What up?
Hi. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Hi.
How you guys doing?
I'm gonna do it one more time, Franny.
Let's go.
Don't let me do the DMX on you. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Family to the building, the barbershop. I got my girl Franny in the building.
Okay, what's up, everyone?
There it is. That's how we do out here. You heard? Okay. And of course, last but not least, I got my man AP is in the building.
Greetings. Give thanks.
Give me that wah. AP got an excuse though. I'll let that slide. I understand, my man. It's all love, okay?
Oh, you ain't like that. You ain't like that. That wasn't good enough. Like,
listen, my man. I understand.
I mean, you giving me very white right now.
You know,
what? I'm white.
Barry White.
Very white.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So, okay, check it out. The topic for tonight should be: should you pay your spouse? Should you pay your significant other if you owe them any bread? Owe them any money? If you borrow any money? You see how it's going already? You see? So shout out to Tough Talk Podcast. Talk heavy, my bad. Tough Talk, my bad. Shout out to my man T. Yo. Shout out to Tough Talk. All right. So shout out to T from Tough Talk. My bad. Talk Heavy Podcast for coming up with this interesting topic. And it was very interesting. So I said, yo, let's just spark it a little bit and go a little bit deeper and further on this thing. So, should you pay your spouse back for any money that you either borrowed or just said, all right, let me hold something.
Well,
I need something.
Well, now off of the podcast, how they broke it down was if the guy is paying the bills for years and years and years, and then this one
particular time they decided to say, can you pay now?
Not really decided. He was just like, yo, this month coming up short.
Can you handle that?
Can I hold a little to pay the rent or whatever?
Now I've had a friend of mine go through something similar. Well, he's always been the breadwinner. And this one particular time he said, yo, it's gonna come, and it gave heads up that it's gonna come up short. So, due to the fact that it's gonna come up short, I need you to handle that. Mind you, it's a marriage. It's not even like a boyfriend, girlfriend thing or just a hangout thing or something of that nature. So, the spouse said no. Straight up.
Wow.
Fran, don't put your hand up against the. We see you, Fran.
Oh, she ain't shy now. I'm turning the camera on today.
Yeah. We can see you.
Turning the camera on today.
Hey, yo, is that Fran? Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. You got cut off a minute ago. Did you hear what we were talking about?
I was listening.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. It said disconnected. I was like, oh,
all right.
Too hot.
So the scenario here is if you're married, you've been the breadwinner, you've been taking care of your business. This one particular time you came up short, you asked your spouse, can you handle that for me? And whether the spouse did or didn't, they reminded you somewhere along the line that you still owe them that bread that they lent you. At that point, do you believe that you should have to pay them back?
Ladies first.
Don't everybody don't jump at one time. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. We don't have the contacts. We don't know the communication between the husband and the wife, right? Because that's what I mean. We don't know what the arrangement was, right?
Why
so if you're going, and I agree with the guy, he said if the 400 is bringing value to the house, okay. Mm-hmm. But if you out in these streets, you want to get a purse or PS5 something, then that's something personal. That's not adding to the home.
Yeah, it is personal if you do when you got a purse, but go ahead.
You know what I mean. I don't know. I have mixed thoughts about it.
Atlanta vibes.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I mean that's just what I think. We don't have the contacts. We don't know what the arrangement was or anything like that. And how did she ask for it? Did she say, let me hold it, or can I borrow? I'm gonna give it back to you, or can you make it up next month and paying one of my bills? So
that's too much.
I don't know. I think I would need a little bit more information.
That's too much. Like it is where it is. Just take what was given, right? Just off of that scenario, what would you do?
That's what I'm asking. What would you do? Pause for a while.
No, I just feel like if you give somebody money in general, you have to expect that you're not going to get it back.
Okay.
So don't give it if you don't have it.
In the same household, spouse in the same household.
But what if
We're
she's
talking about
Yes.
spouse, though. We're not just talking about regular people. We're talking about spouse.
Me, could be.
hold up.
Okay,
All right.
Franny, let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Go tag.
I mean, to
Come
be
with it.
honest, if you are in a relationship, you guys are married, I don't think the spouse has to return any type of money. You guys are together in this together, so I'm pretty sure it's like if one person go down, the other person has to be able to help you out. So I don't see where I'm married to you and you say, hey, I need help. I can't help you, but I'm expecting you to give me the money back. It doesn't work that way. I mean, in my opinion.
Right. Your opinion counts.
Thank you.
I
I see Jonice don't agree. Jonice don't agree with that look.
I'm not listen, I'm not saying that. I just feel like if there's a joint account and then you both have your single account and she's asking to dip in there or he's asking to dip in there, then why me my money? Yeah.
Spouse. Reminded. Spouse. We both live in the same house. He's not in
Spouse.
Texas. You're out
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, man, I was when I was married.
Still the same.
It didn't really even matter. Like if money was needed, it was asked for. I never asked for that money back. Period. Because it seemed strange for me to do it. Like ask for the money back. Like we're in the same household. We're one. So
pretty much.
If anything went, and it was vice versa as well. So I don't know. I've never.
So it doesn't matter what it is.
I mean, that's the reason why you say till death do us part. It's your partner. If your partner is down, I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be, you shouldn't have any issue of helping your partner out. If that person's in need, the same thing for you. If you needed help, I'm pretty sure he would have been there for you as well.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not talking about going out and buying a Louis bag and people are struggling or something, or like going on a trip with your girlfriends, or something like. Well, I can't say that because that's happened too. I mean, but nothing that's frivolous and don't make no sense,
Right.
But for men, I always looked at it this way: is it much better for her to ask you or to ask another man? Which would you rather?
Right.
And I know every man, when it comes down for every man, they'd rather their wife ask them and get it from them instead of vice versa, whether it be another regular man, father, uncle, cousin, whatever it may be, because, it's not just about money, but it's about the purpose and the principle as well.
Facts.
Yep.
Now I know for me, like I said, I had a friend of mine that this personally happened to him, so I could tell you straight up. Came down to it where it became an issue dealing with the mortgage, and it came down to the wire where it's like, okay, I'm gonna be short because I got to deal with all this, the things that I had to do. The checks are gonna come, but it's not coming right now. So I'm giving you heads up. I need you to handle that. I've been handling it, but this time you're gonna have to handle that. The spouse said no. Okay, even though that would put the household in limbo. You understand? The spouse still said no, to the point where foreclosure. Now that's just ignorant at that point. You understand what I'm saying? And you have some individuals like that where they feel like, no, that's your responsibility. I'm not dealing with that. I only deal with this and that's it. But it's a team effort at the end of the day. So if I like Franny said, if I lose, you lose. If you lose, I lose. However it goes. You see what I'm saying? But unfortunately, some people just don't care. That's why going back to the the vows. Better for nowadays they stand in front, they go like this. The preacher come, the better for world. Run that. Come on, hurry up. I just need to get to the cake. Just word. They need to hear all of that. They don't want to hear that because they know
Lip service. Lip service.
Yeah, because they know the minute it comes to poorer or unhealthy, they're like, I didn't sign up for that. I'm out. That's the thing. Them days is over. So I don't believe.
It all depends on the person. I won't say it's all the way over, but the conventional thing that if you're looking for someone that was like your mother or your aunt or your grandmother, it's not going to be as easy to find that, but it's still there. You just need to work and find it.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing right now. I don't feel that there's enough people trying to work at it. If it's difficult, something's not going the way that I want it to go, it's time to go. But to hear your spouse let it get to foreclosure, it means a couple of things. It means probably she has another situation where she knows that she's going to be able to live without any problem, because I know for women, security is number one.
Right.
Number one. And having a house over your head and somewhere to live is security. So what happened with your friend? She let it go in foreclosure, didn't want to upset because but it also has to do sometimes. Some people go through things when they were young, whether they were either really poor or in situations that they never want to repeat again. So they want to make sure that they keep that money right there in case of anything.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
But let it go into foreclosure. That's mad.
I mean, that's a little far, I feel like, but that's something serious. It's a house over your head if they have kids. So that's another thing. So to me, she already had an escape plan. To me, if she wasn't trying to help with the mortgage, she was already looking for an exit out the marriage, right? Because then you're not going to move without your husband.
Facts.
Right? I mean, I don't know.
But that's the sad part about it.
It is.
But then, all right, so let me ask the females.
They still married?
No.
You see?
I went in his ears. I said, "Yo, dog, what you do?" No, let me stop. But all right, let me ask the females. Let me ask the females in here, because since you mentioned AP, you mentioned security for females. Security. They want to be secure. Man, I always hear this thing, men. Your obligations are, head of the household, this, that, all these labels, all these point of contact, and that. And like I said, I don't remember when I came into the world that somebody gave me a contract and said, "Yo, now check this. You in the world right now, dog. So here's the deal. You gotta make sure women are secured. You gotta make sure you take the garbage out. You do the you cut the lawn, you do the roof." And I agreed, and I was like, yeah. Who cares? I'm a baby right now. When I get older, and then now somebody come back 30, 40 years and show me that contract, said, "You signed that when you came here into the world." I don't remember none of this stuff. I didn't sign on to none of this. So for females too, I'm asking the security portion of things. When we talk about security, is it something where it instilled in you, or is it something that someone trained you? This is something that got programmed into you. Because I hear it all the time, and I'm like, yo, where everybody got this from? And then they refer back to the Bible. Oh, men, this. Oh, come on, stop. Man wrote Bible. Look at her. Look, the face is talking blasphemy now. Right?
Man, from young, since they're not saying that, from young, they have a little baby little baby doll that they care
Exactly.
for, you know, the things that they go through and do. Because once again, it's something that you see and you replicate those things, right? It's a learned behavior. But then there's some innate things that are just there. Women are there to nurture primarily. That's like something that's downloaded in their system from birth, right? But how it's nurtured for them to be more emotional, affectionate, or whatever you may call it, is all about your surroundings and your environment. All that plays a part in the role of way you go through your life. The insecurities or securities that you may have, the pitfalls that you may have watched your mother, aunts, grandmother go through, and the same for men. You know, like at the end of the day, you have some men that are that way too, man. That are like, yo, I just deal with this, and everything else is for you. And I get home, my food needs to be. And man, listen, right now, I don't know how many women nowadays. I'm talking about for you know the 20-year-old kids right now. Half of the men, more than half of the men, can't even cook or don't know how to cook, right? And that's the same for the women right now in that age group, right? They know
That's
Uber
facts.
Eats, Grubhub, like all those things there. Like, so it's a different time as for now, and you know, I can't say our age group, but y'all's age group.
Miles
I think for me,
Go ahead.
I think for me, growing up was all strong Black females, and they had 2 or 3 jobs, provide for the family, stuff like that. So that was my model. Middle class coming up, you know, we didn't have everything, but we know how to make it work. So now that I'm older and I'm a mom, I need to know my next step. I need to know. Everything is a conversation for sure, effective communication, right? So if I ask you a question, I need to know, and I have no problem letting my husband lead. I have no problem, but first we need to
Letting,
communicate. I need to
wow,
know, because already I can already tell you I have 10 solutions and I don't even know what the problem is. So talk to me. Tell me. What I have mastered, how to rob Peter to pay Paul. Okay. I now got Robert, Mike, John, but my bills are paid. You understand? So I know how
She
to
was named
maneuver
New
and how to make
Edition.
it work. So
Ricky Bobby. Ralph and
listen,
Mike.
yeah, tell your cousin, tell your neighbor.
Okay.
Listen.
but
But
Jonice,
if
you
there's a
said
solution, I'm gonna find it.
you let him lead. What? You let him lead? What do you mean you let him lead?
I kind of understand what she mean by that.
Yeah, I want
Thank
to
you.
hear what she means by that. Explain though. No, everybody may
Okay,
not
so
understand that. What do you mean let him
okay.
lead?
AP, hold on, brother. Hold on. Okay. So
No, there's a
having
delay. That's why.
so no
Relax.
delay. Okay. So being a single mother, working full time. I'm in school to get my master's. I have a 13-year-old. I have a part-time job, making things move, right? That's just boom, 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 boom. Right? Now, okay, let's just say we're married now, stuff like that, or even before then. I know I have to change how I am, right? I was doing this and this on my own, but now I have a partner, right? I finally have a partner that I trust, that I love, and all that good stuff. That's going to be a good dad to my daughter and all that good stuff. So yes, if he wants to be the head of the household, all I'm saying is you're not going to get a fight with me. Just tell me the plan so I can understand the mission.
Okay.
We are partners, right? If we're not, some people say marriage is more of a like partnership or something like that, okay.
They lied.
The roles have changed. The roles
It's a
have changed.
business. It is it is a
so
business.
How can we, as a family, make this money together and provide for the kids' futures? That's what it boils down. That's what it boils down to. So yes, I'm gonna have to not be so hype, not be so aggressive, trying to show my soft side, you know. So I don't know. So yes, what I said stands.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's how I feel.
all right, Franny, what about you?
I mean, I 100% agree with her because at the end of the day is if you're willing to do your part in a relationship, obviously I'm going to have to step back and allow you to do your part so I can just be there and follow your footstep. Because it's like, for example, go ahead.
Is that being submissive? Does that mean being submissive? That's what that means?
Yeah, of course it is going to be submissive because like you're leading, and if you're doing it the right way, it's automatically. There's no, I'm gonna fight with you. This is an automatic thing that normally happens. You're leading everything, and automatically she's gonna do everything she's supposed to do in her part. That's it. So I agree with her.
Okay.
But then here's another thing that I also thought about today that I wanted to kind of just plant the seed, right? So I was thinking, because I'm alpha female or aggressive or all this stuff, whatever, I'm trying to show my soft side, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I want
soft side. What?
I thought she said South Side.
She's from Queens. She's from Queens.
Chi-Town in the building. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's all with helping your partner and your husband, or whoever you're with, right? And some guys, some egos are, you don't want to bruise their ego, but you want to help. You want to show support, stuff like that. How can women go about want to jump into action? Because I want to put my cape on and help. You understand? So I want to help the family, help us grow, both get this money together. But how can I do it in a way that he's not going to feel any type of way?
Well, I believe it depends on the individual. It all depends on the individual and how they think about things. So if you got a saps on your hand, you ain't got to worry about that. Because here's saps. Anybody know what saps mean? If you're West Indian, you know what saps mean. But if you don't, that means what's the other word? Simp. My bad. Simp.
Oh, shoot.
That's the universal language for suckers. Okay. If you have one of those, then you have no problem. Opposite of that, if you have someone that is able to work with you and communicate well, no problem. Like, for instance, now, the head of the household thing and all that stuff, it doesn't bother me with that. You know what I mean? I know my position. You know your position. Quarterback can't do running back and all that and still win the game. You stay where you belong, and I'll stay where I belong, and we're good. So on that note, it's cool. I won't feel any way if I'm supposed to be here and you threw it and it went there and someone caught it and something. You did what you had to do on your end. I'm doing what I'm doing on my end. So certain individuals that have that low self-esteem, or their homeboys in their ear, or, he's not making the same amount of money as you, or whatever the case may be, that don't matter at the end of the day. Like, when we come into this house, it is what it is. Now, if you start to wild out because now you're making more money and you feel that you could tell me something and this and that, that's when it's going to get difficult. Because at that point, don't frown. Oh, I thought you was frowning up your. I seen that eyebrow go up like. Oh. No. I said it's going to get difficult. The eyebrow went up like The Rock. I'm like, yo, what's that? But meaning it'll get difficult, meaning that the monetary portion of shit of things shouldn't dictate who is the leader of the pack on anything. We're both in that household. Respectfully, I'll listen to you. If you got something to say, you do the same for me if I got something to say. No one's outshining anyone because your paycheck is telling you something different. You see what I'm saying? And
But
unfortunately,
you know what though?
Go ahead.
It's like in this day and time, right? You have, if we're talking about Black women, Caribbean women, for example, right? They out-educate men by a large number right now.
Right.
So I'd say for women that have bachelors and graduates and so on and so forth, right? Or that may have a trade of some sorts. They are outdoing men right now. So you have to find or have a really secure individual to be able to deal with that. When I say deal with that, I don't think that's the right word. But to manage that situation better. But I know a lot of Caribbean men, it's hard for a lot of Caribbean men to even go that route because monetarily wise, they're not where they would want to be. But then on the other hand, you alpha men that are alpha and have no money and still run their house the way that you would think that they were the ones doing it, right? So once again, it all depends on the relationship and if you're communicating the way you need to be communicating to know what the plan is and how you're going to be proceeding together.
Right. See, so all right. Any female, any comments?
No set
comments.
foundation of where to be going.
There's an energy.
All right.
Where is the energy?
Oh, check this. Oh my gosh. See, that's what you need. That's what you need in the household, right? Anyone, hey, listen, I said, you play that, what AP just said. Boss.
But you know, I do want to say, I do want to say one thing though. You said, or somebody said that when whoever's making the more money, like they start acting different.
Yeah.
But just like somebody who's asking for that money might feel some type of way because they had to do that, and that person might change. So we should also look at that aspect as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna tell you a personal situation I had with a bird.
Whoa,
Tell me how you really feel. Right.
Yeah, bird. Okay. So I was around a bird, okay, and the bird used to always make it seem as if she wasn't in the same tax bracket. Let's put it that way, right? So now it didn't matter what you like. If you was just passing any food establishment, and said, "Damn, I'm hungry." Oh man, I forgot my wallet. Yo, let me hold on $10. I'll hit you back when I get it. Right? You know, unfortunately, we just use these terms all the time. You know, I hit you back. Yo, let me hold that. Hold don't necessarily mean hold. I'm gonna give you it back. It's just yo, give me $5. Give me $10 or something. I gotta go get something to eat, right? Because we're together. Oh, trust and believe. By the time you got back to the crib or the next day, remember that $10 you borrowed because you said you was hungry yesterday? Don't forget that I'm gonna need that back. Yeah, give me the loot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? What $10? They're like, the $10 yesterday. I'm like, oh, you talking about to get the pizza or something? It's like, yeah. You serious? They're like, yeah. But you ate out of it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I'll give you that back. But what's the issue?
warning sign.
But at the end of the whole scenario, all right, come to find out the bird was making way more bread. Okay, I just tell you, it's the individual situation. It's the mindset of the individual that you're dealing with sometimes that will Titanic anything, any voyage that you're planning on going on. They will Titanic that situation real quick because the mindset of the situation each individual. If you're in a household, there's no reason for us to be bickering about who got to pay somebody back and this and that. Or it's a difference in like I think AP said it before. If you're squandering the money, right? If you're out in the strip clubs or she's out Louis bagging it and all these different things, then yeah, now I got an issue. Because if I got to go work hard for this, and when I give it to you, you squandering it, that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother thing. But if we're working together as a team to a certain goal, let's say if we're trying to get property or do something else or something, whatever, then stick to the game plan and it's good. But if something comes up, handle that and then move on. What up?
Is it squandering if the females gotta get their nails done too?
Nah, man.
Huh?
Oh, wait for somebody to say something. They just sitting
What
back
was the
there.
question?
He said it's a squandering if the females got to get it. What, hand nails?
Here.
Yeah, you got to get hand nails.
Calm down. Don't beat me up.
It's not squandering. It's not squandering. It's like it's not squandering because it's not squandering.
Pick your words.
I guess.
Carefully.
Look on the face.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, she got her hair.
Y'all are bugging.
Hand nails done in the back. Okay, no, it's all right. Look at that. Look, everyone got to treat themselves. Fruits of your labor.
Yeah,
You got to have
absolutely.
fruits of your labor. So I understand that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But here's the sad part about it. Like, females think that men are obligated to deal with these things. That's where the problem comes in.
You said females? You just said
Yeah,
just females?
Most females.
Some females. Some
Oh.
females.
Okay. Oh, okay. It was a disconnect.
Boy.
I
Try
think
this
it's
again.
most.
Run it back.
I think it's
Run it
most.
back.
So
Most females.
lady,
Some
y'all don't think
females.
it's most,
Okay.
and some just don't say anything about it because they're so independent, but they would want their men
Cap.
to do it.
Cap.
No?
Cap.
I don't need anybody to pay for my nails or hair.
I didn't
I
say
can
you
take
don't
care of that.
I said,
But
would you want
I
it?
would like their opinion on what color or design for sure. But that's the extent of that. Now,
Yeah.
if they offer, that's fine.
The
But I'm
cheapest
not
color.
expecting. That's not the expectation.
You heard what he said? The cheapest color.
What do you say?
The guy go, but the cheapest color is no color. That's the one. Put it all on her nails. Send the bill to me. Sprinkle that magic dust on her. There it is. She's like, there's nothing there. Yes. You know, yo, you come back to me, I'll be like, those are so fabulous. I like those. Keep getting those.
Pay for your petty end.
So hold
gonna
up.
fly.
So here's the situation now, transitioning into the next section here, right? And this is why we had to do it this way. So now there was a gentleman that said 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Hold that. I have my man play the audio, and then we'll get a clearer picture. And you'll understand why that concept, after what we just spoke about, not gonna work. Will not work. You ready?
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hasn't asked you out within a week, you need to drop it. If you are not in a committed relationship within 2.5 to 3 months, you need to drop it.
Ooh,
If you are not engaged or married within 2 years, you need to drop it.
Stop it.
these are very short
Stop
numbers
it.
to me.
Stop it. Stop it.
Why are we taking direction from him at all? He sounds like he's straight out of Atlanta. Like,
Stop it. Lies you tell.
man,
2 months, 2 days, 2 years. Okay. Lies you tell. Okay. So now, you tell me now,
We gotta hear this from the
But
ladies.
what we got going on right now, I can't even borrow bread from you to go to Wendy's to go get something to eat. Okay. And I'm supposed to stay committed to this situation in 2 days, 2 months, or 2 years, or you drop them. Marcus. Okay. Come on now. Oh man. Are you serious?
Ladies, what?
Like, all right, so for me to court a female, if I'm not chopping it up within 2 days or calling her, she got to drop it, right? If I'm not committed in 2 months, I'm still trying to figure you out. 2 months, I got to be committed. We got titles at this point. I don't even know you at 2 months. Yo, you could be with somebody for 2 years and still don't know that person. So tell me now, is that the same person you're going to listen to when we're looking at the statistics that's telling us how high the rates are for blacks in divorce? Tell me that makes sense now. Because you got clients that you hooking up from some love connection situation. Oh, get out of here. Go back to Atlanta. San Francisco or something. But go ahead.
Who wants to go first?
Oh boy.
Oh, don't all jump in one time.
Okay. In my
Lies you tell.
Okay, in my opinion, right?
All right, cut the music.
I mean, in the beginning, you start talking with someone, you guys get to know each other. It depends on how the guy feels about, the person he's talking to or the connection that you guys have. Now, some people take a little longer, to get a connection. Some don't, but it depends on your flow. It's not, you don't have to rush it, you just go with the flow at the moment. But some people is different. I mean, to me, I feel like in the beginning stages, I would say about if you really want to be with me, you're gonna want to be with me. You're not gonna sit there and we 3 months in still talking. Like what are we talking about? It's either
what is talking?
Get it or not. Talking.
What is talking?
Talking, getting to know each other, or
Okay,
what you do, what this. Oh, how many kids? I mean, come on. Within that time frame, you could tell if you want to be with somebody.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you don't take that long to make a commitment to be with someone.
Because see, the terms changed over the years with the different age gaps and stuff like that. Like talking back in the days, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm talking to her." That would mean like that's your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like now you talk about talking like, "Oh, just blah, say blah, boom, boom." So it's getting the age gap with the different terms and dating and all. Like dating back in the days meant that that's your girl. Now dating is not. That's just somebody I'm riding around with.
The guys have to make that commitment too. It can't just be the female. If you ask this girl on a date or woman on a date, I mean, obviously you have to let her know where you stand. You can't just be like, "Oh, we're just getting to know each other. Oh, we're just going with the flow." That's nonsense.
Okay.
That's how we sound. That's how we sound.
Different people, different situations, I guess. But definitely you should say how you feel in the beginning, but I mean, that can change. But it all depends on the individual. How long do you want to wait? If there's a rush, one is a rush and one is another, then clearly you're not on the same page. So it depends. If you really have a vibe, then you have to consider, like, do I want to pursue this? Can I wait a little longer? That's something you have to do some self-reflection to see if you want to even pursue this. So
okay,
I just think it changes, but what changes is funny because what changes, it could be two people, they have a great relationship, and then you got social media, you have what's going on with your friends and your family and all that good stuff. That all weighs in on what we have going on. So then that's a tough call to make, I guess.
Now, is it bad for a guy to say to a female when they, I guess you dating, yo, let's take it easy, take it slow, and build a friendship? Is it bad to say that?
Not at all.
No, it's not.
Hold up,
but are you saying you just met me?
Yeah, Franny got something different.
Franny, she was
bring it down from the
some
top of the square.
Repeat that
Okay,
question.
go ahead. I said, is it bad for a guy if you're starting to date someone, right? You're just starting out, first month, couple weeks, whatever, and you say, let's build this friendship. Build the friendship, meaning that don't worry about a title situation, right? You build a friendship because a friendship is what is going to move into the next level. And if I know my friend and I built that with that person, my best friend, whether it be my girl, my wife, or whatever, that's my best friend. I know everything about this individual rather than just trying to get in 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months, 2 years. Okay. And you still don't know, what color that person even likes.
Relax your face,
I'm not
Brandon.
gonna agree with that because
Relax your face, Brandon.
You said
Hold on.
you said in the beginning that we are dating and we're in the we have to be friends to get to know each other.
Why y'all always take the friends? Yo, get the Bismarcky out of it.
Are you putting the girl on a friend zone? Like
No.
Are we dating?
See, listen, this is where y'all fail. This is where all these things always fail. Because unfortunately, the females are constantly looking for the title. The title. Okay, but listen, as a best friend, like, look, some of my female best friends, they know me. So if I'm dating a female and the female don't understand, she'll automatically say, yo, she don't know nothing about you. She don't know you. That's my friend. That's my bestie right here. She know me, but we're not on that level.
You boning her too? You boning your bestie there?
That's what I just said.
Right.
We're not on that level, but you're not getting it.
Boning her?
My
What? You want to be a friend with me?
my bestie know me.
Like, but you want to be best friends, right?
What's going on here?
You want to be best friends?
Y'all tripping.
Okay, listen.
At the end of the day, listen. Your best friend, when it transitions into something else, your best friend, when it transitions into anything else that move forward, is going to be your lifeline at the end. That's my ride or die at the end of the day. End of the day. But if I don't know this individual just because of the mere fact, yo, you want to be boyfriend, girlfriend? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years.
The whole purpose of it is for us to date. Dating is basically
right, but
each other.
Yo, skip the friend word.
Oh, you putting me in a friendship, or let's be friends before.
Friend,
oh, okay.
So you know what a friend zone is? You know what a friend zone is with a dude? If I'm walking with you and you my friend, and another shorty come with a fatty, I'm looking over here. I'm not even paying attention. You in the friend zone right there. That's not friend zone. That's not friend zone. That's me getting to know you better and getting to understand more about you.
When you first met me the first couple weeks and months, that's not how you presented it, friend. So
right.
that's not how you
said
it.
Not how I presented
I'm trying to tell you. You're giving the full context now, but when you met me, that's not what you said. So now you want to twist it. Oh, but I did say that. Did you?
Whoa.
Right. Did you? Because your words is not matching up.
Hold on.
Ooh, you got me fired up. Hold on.
I'm gonna let y'all vote.
I don't hear no more accent. I don't hear nothing. I hear. I'm
gonna let y'all both speak. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I don't agree with this. Like, I can't be dating somebody and you tell me let's be friends. What's that?
I didn't say let's be friends.
No,
that's the thing. You see how females do not listen. That's the same reason why.
Yo,
you don't listen. Everyone's in the corner.
What's wrong with some of these guys? I don't listen. You don't listen.
She is lying. I get the DMX out.
You're not even listening. You don't even let her finish.
Let me finish.
Franny, this is a safe space, friend. This is a safe space. I got you.
Calm it down. Wait a minute. Calm it down.
Hold on.
Wait.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let her talk. Go ahead.
All I'm hearing is, oh, we dating, but we're gonna take it slow, but we're gonna be friends.
No. See,
I'm confused.
Again,
she heard the friend.
All y'all keep vibing on is the friend. I said we are dating, and I am building a friendship to get to know everything I can about you, so that when we move into the next level, obviously, if I'm moving into the next level, I'm feeling it.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
Is that what you said? Like, did you just
That's
Did you
exactly what
just
he
say I
said.
just want to be
That's what I
friends?
said.
Period. Or did you say? Wait a minute. Hold on.
No.
Or did you say I want to be friends, comma, because I want to work on this and this and this and this?
She doing
Please
punctuations
give
in
the
her
full
own now.
picture.
What you writing? Is this a dissertation? What's up with the shorty with
Trigger.
that?
Trigger.
Whoa.
Comma.
After the show,
I mean,
y'all can
the
go
whole
back
purpose.
and look.
Okay. You pulling out the typewriter in the whole 9 yards?
No, you are saying
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
that's what happens a lot, man. Sometimes when we're listening to things, right? There's certain words that may trigger,
Yes.
or alter,
yes,
something that makes you think about something else, and you just stop listening to the rest of the conversation, and you just point on that thing there, and so it goes back to communication, because that's not what he said. He said the same thing over again.
Clearly. Emotional.
Come on, fix your face. Fix your face.
Emotional.
That's the truth, though.
Emotional, damn it. Yeah. It is. Look. So because of that, I'm gonna take 2 months away from what we started from to rebuild this friendship, and then move into the next thing. Would be 2 years. But since you're not giving me that, I'm gonna have to take 2 years away. And I'm going back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yo, this is crazy because I had so many other females react in the same exact way. Same exact. Hold up. Let me see my man. So Chill said, yo, should you try to establish? So I'm just saying, men are viewing it totally different. Build a friendship with the person you want to develop a romantic relationship with, because my best friend will know me.
We're gonna
best.
also say no intimacy within that time you guys are building the friendship, right?
That's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Tell
Because
my
if you
goddaughter.
want to build a friendship, we get to know each other, so we don't have to.
Then that's really develop a friendship.
Whoa, wait a minute
Yes,
now.
we're gonna
See how
develop
the
a
game?
friendship.
See how y'all run the game now? You see how y'all run the game now? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. We're gonna build that friendship.
Right. So now let me ask you something now. So if I never came out and said nothing about friendship and everything, they would be all smash shitty, right?
We don't know yet because you didn't put
Pound
us
town,
in
pound
the
town, the whole
friendship,
9 yards,
you know?
bam. Right. See, but now because you thought I Bismarcked you, now all of a sudden now you ain't catching the vapors.
I mean, you want to build that friendship and get to know each other. So that means, we're gonna build that friendship. So
So does
Okay.
that mean
I
like,
agree.
you would have came to them and say, "Yo, I just want to go to Pound Town."
I have
and
a question.
That's it. Like,
Go ahead, AP.
oh, there we go.
Are you ladies of Caribbean descent?
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell. You could tell. There's no question about that, AP.
So both are Caribbean. Is it are both of you Jamaican?
I'm Haitian.
Caribbean, yes.
You're Haitian. You're mad food.
Go ahead, AP.
Manny.
Hit it with the AP. Go ahead, AP.
Manny, you did West Side no figure.
Man.
Hey, don't judge me.
She didn't expect that.
Oh my goodness. That's
She
why
didn't expect that.
I had to ask, because just a certain a different, I guess, quality of questions and standards that we all have that are different.
Mm-hmm.
Women standards are all depending on what age group as well, or the upbringing, but are a little bit higher than some other groups that I found in my situation. I'm not saying that's for everyone. I'm just saying what I've gone through and dealt with. And once again, it goes back to the upbringing, man. Like I tell my goddaughters, all of them, any guy I hit you with that friendship, blah blah, yeah, no problem. put them in the friend zone, right?
Exactly.
There's no intimacy. There's none of that.
And that's fine.
And see
And
how
that's fine.
quick a guy
You say that
jumps
now.
out
You say that
of
now.
that.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You know why it's fine? It's fine because at the end of the day, that individual is showing you that it's not about that. He wants to get to know you. You understand what I'm saying? So
Not
that's why I'm
all.
trying to that's why I'm trying to explain to you from jump that it has nothing to do with that. But now if you're gonna start putting that, what was it like? What's the word? No, not the friend zone. You know when they man, you know the word I'm coming up. No. I get it when I get it. No. Put ultimatums, right? If you put that on me now, where it's like, yo, okay, it's either this, or you put me in the friend zone, you ain't getting no buns. Okay, word, it's like that. No, I didn't tell you I'm putting you in a friend zone. I said build the friendship so that you know that when
But
you move
that's
to the
why we're dating.
and that's fine.
It's still a friendship.
But it's still a friendship
It's
at the end of the
right,
day.
but
I
that's
still
why
gotta
we're
get to know.
dating.
But it's
Dating
still
process, yes. But you don't
Okay.
go tell the woman,
Trigger word,
hey,
trigger
you
word,
know,
she here for
So
it.
at the end of the day now,
friends, you
so
know,
at the
let's-
end of the day, regardless of what, right? So let's just say like if your friend hooked you up with another friend, you're all still friends, right? Technically, you're all friends still, right?
right.
Oh,
You're
man.
in friend
Oh,
circle,
man.
but you're moving towards something. So that person still needs to get to know who you are. Regardless of if he put the title as friend or anything of that nature, the person still needs to get to know who you are. What's your
So
favorite
basically
color?
you're saying
What
there's
kind of
no
ice cream do
title.
you eat?
So
Huh?
you're saying there's no title in the beginning within that time frame you guys are dating.
No,
So
I'm saying don't worry
no
about the
one
title.
knows. No
I'm
one
saying
knows
don't
where they're
worry.
at.
I'm saying don't worry about the title half because that's the problem that's killing a lot of these relationships. Everybody is rushing to get that title and to sit in the passenger seat all day. Like, yo, don't worry about that portion of it. Yo, do we
So
even have
that
gas
means-
money to drive out this bitch? That's the thing.
So-
You worry about all the other stuff that we got to worry about to get out
But
the
I have a
parking lot.
question though. So
Go ahead,
if we're
go ahead.
not putting any titles, that means I can obviously talk to others because we don't have a title.
Well,
Right.
technically, if you're dating, you can do that. Don't am I right or wrong? Am I in the right? Am I in the right place?
Dating stages. So you say we ain't got no titles, that's no problem. But that means I could talk to somebody else
But then,
without you getting upset.
But then
because it's
listen.
more
But
like
then you
we don't have
talking
a
to
title.
multiple. You talking to multiple people. You ain't screwing me over. You screwing yourself over. You're not gonna get to know either one of us that well. You're not gonna get to know either.
I don't have a title. I don't have a title with you.
No.
And
Now
you
you're gonna judge me on how many guys I'm dating because you put me in
At the end of the day,
telling me
you're not gonna get to know.
No.
Listen, hold up. If you gotta go out with me, right? Let's just say there's only 5 days other than your weekends. You're working and then doing all this stuff. So let's say you got the weekends off, right? You got 2 or 3 dudes you dating to try and figure out whatever, right? How much time you gonna really be able to put all that on every individual? This dude telling you, yeah, I want to go to movies. This other dude want to go to the steakhouse. This other dude want to do something, right? You got to split that up on the weekends, right?
That sounds like a meal plan.
All right. So now you talking to him for you watching your watch. You watching your watch. Yeah, all right. Yeah, because you know you got to go meet the next one at a couple of hours after this. How you gonna get to know what he talking about? How you gonna get to know me? How you gonna get to know the next one?
Men do it too. But men do it too.
Ah, here we go.
We
ain't talking about men. We talking about you. You just brought it up.
But you don't want to hear that side though.
I don't have no title, right? I don't have no
So where's the
title.
friendship in that?
Females, yo,
I don't
check
have
it.
no title, right? But
But y'all brought it up. I didn't bring it up.
No,
You said since we ain't got no titles, I could date around, right?
I mean, you got to understand, you said we're dating, but we're building a friendship, but we don't need to put a title on it. Okay, I understand. So that means I can get to know somebody else. Because if we don't have no, where do I stand
I need a
Where do I
stenographer in
stand
here.
with you?
Can somebody order a stenographer?
Yeah, you need to go.
Because yo,
You got to tell me, where do I
y'all
stand
are
with
talk,
you?
yo, y'all are.
In a relationship, where do I stand with you?
Yo,
where do I stand with you? It's like, okay, I don't know where we stand.
Yo, hold up.
But we're talking to get to, but
check it. All right,
no
so
title.
Here go.
I know, right?
Me and you right now. Me and you right now.
We for the streets.
Right now, Franny, boo boo, Franny.
But y'all doing the same thing though.
Boo-boo.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That's
Boo boo.
but we for the street.
Boo boo, watch it. Me and you, I would like to go out on a date with you, right? Okay. So I'm gonna come pick you up tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying, boo boo? All right. All right. So now it's me and you. 7:00. I'm picking you up tomorrow. It's me and you, right?
In the drop
I've been spending my time hanging around you and everything like that. Obviously, I am interested in you. All right. If I'm spending majority of my time hanging around you, regardless if you just taking out that one little word and want to spread love, okay? At the end of the day, if I am around you almost all my time, then obviously I'm trying to build with you. And if I say the friendship portion of it, I need my friend next to me, because I can have anybody sitting next to me, but that person ain't my friend, don't have no interest in me, don't have my best thing in heart or anything of that nature. It's just that person might just be lonely, just want to be with somebody, just want to whatever, or anything in between. At the end of the day, that person could, I don't need to hear nothing about your past. I don't care about that. Where we going to eat? Oh, that could be that person. But if that person and I are sitting down and talking, I'm getting to understand them. They're getting to understand me. I need to find out if you got any little uncles that don't need to come to the barbecue type situation in your family. Those are the things we need to build on. And the only way we're going to build that situation is if we build a friendship, however you want to call it, title it, or whatever. If I'm not dipping out at a certain time, or if you are passing by and say, yo, I'm in your neighborhood, they want to pass by, and I'm like, oh, yeah, nah, shorty, no, I ain't. You got to call me ahead of time before you come over. Those are red flags. In between, even though some people want to get heads up before anybody come over, I get it. But at the same time, if it's me and you building and you're in my neighborhood, I got a beautiful female coming through, I'm going to tell her now, yo, you ain't called me ahead of time. I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. Come on. No, come through. So I'm building with you. This is my friend. Now you know I love and Hip Hop on Fridays. That's how I relax. Different things like that. But if we're not interacting with each other, talking and building this situation, you don't know nothing about me. We just going to hang out all the time. We're just running around for 2 months. And after 2 months, the pressure's on me now, where if after 2 months, I'm not courting you, and after 2 years, I ain't marrying you, then drop him.
Oh no, see, but we're not into all that where we have to be rushing into marriage or anything like that. That's not what we're saying. But in the beginning, when you're dating somebody, you want to know where you stand with that person. You don't want to have, it's not a title thing, but you got to understand, who am I introducing this person to?
Wait a minute.
Teach me that, AP. What'd you say?
Stop.
Oh, he made a freeze. Oh, I like that. Yo, teach me that word. Let me do that. AP, teach me that quick. Every female talk to me, I just gotta say it. Musa. Musa.
Isa.
I didn't say Musa.
So it's more like, okay, we're dating, but we're also, I understand where you come from, we're building a friendship by getting to know each other and whatnot. But
right.
Yes, but also you have to let the person know where they're standing, because you don't want no miscommunication. Oh, well, we were just doing this for the moment. Like, it's gonna be confusing to the person. So it's like, yes, we can be building a friendship together by dating and getting to know each other, whatnot. But we also have to put that down the line of where we stand, because it's going to get confusing at that point.
That I agree.
Clarity.
Yeah, I got a question. Like
Musa.
Like, y'all, the word
didn't work.
I've never dated. I've dating. I've never dated like multiple women at the same time or anything like that.
Exhausting.
So got different. It's exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
Hey man,
I'm not saying I know about it. Go ahead.
How long you been with somebody, and if you get intimate or not, how long does it take? Or you said that question that was up that Q had.
Mm-hmm. Which one? Let me go back to it. Hold up. That Q had. Can a dude have a friendship without sex?
Can a dude have a friendship without?
And for how long?
Yes, you can.
2 months.
I mean, all depends on Whoa. 2 months.
That's what the
Yeah,
guy
that
said.
make it fun for you, boy.
I'm just telling you what the guy said. Or drop him.
Yeah, Q. I believe you can, Q.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
way
can.
I
You
think
can.
But
with him, he's basically saying, you know, you have to like really get to know that person in that level where you guys can make a commitment to each other at some point. But if you see that you're not going nowhere with that person, so why waste my time? I'm gonna have to find somebody that's interested and want to be with me and build with me instead of playing games. I think I kind of understand where he's coming from with that.
But you see, here's the thing. I think he's mainly talking to females and not dudes. That's the thing. He's talking to females because see, females, you guys view things as we see tonight different, okay, than we do. Because at the end of the day, like I always said, you can have a 6-figure guy pull up to the Wendy's window if it's a fine female that handed him his bag. Yo, what's your number? Right? You know how many females I flip that coin? You're making 6-figure. You pull up to the thing. There's a fine dude. He handed you the Wendy's bag. You gonna get his number? Hell no, he ain't breaking that. Okay. What is the problem? What's the difference? What's the difference? Oh, the big difference is exactly. So I think when he's talking to the audience, he's not talking to us or us collectively. He's talking to females that after 2 months, 2 days, 2 years, cut it off if you don't feel like it's worth your time or whatever. He's not committed. He's not this. He's not giving you a ring and all these other things. How is it for men then? Because I could get the same thing after 2 days if I'm calling a female and she's not really calling me. Oh, she got multiple dudes and she's giving me a time zone when she's hanging up because she got to call him by 9 or whatever. Do I do the same thing? Do I fall in the same thing? Because most dudes are not. Most dudes are still gonna be hunting. Because that's what we do. We hunt. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's not gonna apply the same way. A dude to sit around for the next 4 years. Did you see it on Love It? With Jim Jones and Chrissy. Marry me. No. Marry me. No. Marry me. No.
But that's see right there. Because I feel like in the beginning, a guy knows and who he's getting involved with. Like he automatically can tell, like, okay, you know what? After spending some time with you, building the friendship, I can tell
Still
that
harping on that word.
This is somebody that I my future with, you know, like
right.
They'll know automatically. You're not gonna take that long to be in a relationship for 6 years and say, oh, I don't want to marry her. But no, automatically, I think a guy know when they see or feel like they have the right female with them. You know, that's, you know,
yeah,
it
Oprah.
doesn't
Talk about Oprah Stedman.
It doesn't take that long.
I did want to say something though.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead, Franny.
No, go ahead.
Musa.
Oh. Okay. So this is what I wanted to say. In the dating stage, you know, like you said, friendship, getting to know each other. What comes along with that is learning how they communicate, how they show, because sometimes you don't know. For me, yes, you could. I'm just not smart in this aspect, but you could do it all the time. But sometimes words. I need words.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's just how my brain functions and how I process things. So I guess the dating and getting to know their communication style will help. It will go a long way, I think.
Facts.
So is communication your love language?
For me,
definitely.
It should be the number one.
Definitely.
It should be the number one.
Yeah, it is.
But then are you dating? Are you taking the time to learn?
It definitely is. It should be.
Yeah, but I mean, for you
guys, everybody has a love language.
If not, come and visit me in Atlanta.
But so as for men, right? When you meet a woman, how long does it take you guys to realize, okay, she's the one?
Woo! Woo! Nowadays, it's totally different nowadays. These females nowadays is very tricky because, yo, the problem with it, people will allude to what you want them to be. That's the problem. You see, right now there's too many chameleons sitting on the branches, and if you want red, they turn red. You want blue, they turn blue, and the whole 9 yards. And then when you bring the pet home, then they turn green.
That's vice
and then they
versa.
tell you. Then you said, "Oh, you said well it was French. That's why I turned green."
But
you
this is
understand what I'm
why
saying?
communication comes in. This is where communication
but
comes in.
how would
Musa.
no? I just sorry. I just had a quick question. So
Go ahead.
Dad, you know what? I forgot my question.
What's up?
Musa. Now you freeze.
It's gonna come back. I'm so sorry. It's gonna come back.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead,
you guys
AP.
really give me the answer, like, like how long within the time frame you talking to somebody and you feel like, you know what? I mean, even though you say, oh yeah, you come back home with the person is a different person, but can't you tell when you're getting to know that person? This is the reason why a lot of men get preference confused, and it's just like, okay, when you want to get with somebody, right? And you know exactly the type of female you want to get with, why get with the one that you can't handle or that's not your style just because?
Because unfortunately, men are
It took
visual
me 4
creatures.
years.
But go ahead.
Go
ahead.
No,
Because
it took me 4 years to ask the person I asked to marry me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I knew before that she was the one I wanted to marry. But it took me 4 years to actually ask her. So,
See, he answered it. He
be
knew
like
before that. You basically knew. You felt like, you found the right person. You got to know this person and you like, you know what? This is the person I want to choose. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to wait 10 years just to say,
But that depends on the history that person has had prior, let's say. Now, if you have prior histories of either divorces or anything of that nature, you're gonna move different moving forward. You're gonna try and see the red flags early. You're gonna try and move certain things. It's gonna be different. You're not gonna be rushing to go move in and do things. Say again.
Do you think that's fair for the person that you are currently developing a friendship?
No,
especially
it's
if sometimes you don't communicate.
No, but that's why I'm saying that's why the communication is key. At the end of the day, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me. I'm getting with you. Right. I'm telling you up front certain things. I'm like, listen, I went through this. I went through that. I'm moving different on certain little things. We can work with each other on this and that. But if certain things is not moving in a certain way, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. And that's that. Right. That's it. Up front what the deal is with me. I'm not gonna sit here on some baby please and baby boo boo and all that stuff with you, just to keep you around and all that stuff. I don't have the time for all that. I keep it 1,000 with you. Well, that's the problem, and that's the problem with some females that you would rather that type of dude than somebody like me. That's the problem, because when I come 1,000 with you, you come back at me on friend. Different things like that. So that's the thing with it. It's like you would rather the guy that sweet talk you and pimp talk you all day. Because that guy is selling you the dream. I'm just a garbage man. And nobody wants the garbage man. You feel what I'm saying?
Say it like that.
Well, I'm just saying it's just facts out here.
No, it's just
like right now I can go into a room full of females, right? And I can have my twin sit next to me. He all dolled out. Got on the whatever, Hermes belts and whatever is the in thing right now, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Got the chain, got the little whip outside and the whole 9 yards, right? He got the boo-boo talk all day. Boo-boo, all day. Get them whatever they want to hear, popping champagne in front of them, and I come in. I got my what they call it, or you're a blue collar. I come in blue collared out, some boots on, You know what I'm saying? And I'm kicking the fair game. I would like to build with you. I would like to build a future with you. I think you're a queen. I think you're this. But here are my things that I have on my situation that I can deal with and things that I can't deal with. Can we communicate to try and build this thing? You know what I'm gonna get at the end of the day? Nada. Okay.
No,
or that lonely chick that's in the room.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
that's true. I don't think that's true.
Have a part two.
Not every
No,
female is
come
gonna
on.
go for
I
that.
like
That's
we about to
not
have a
true.
part
That
two.
is absolutely not true.
No,
Not
I'm
every
just.
female-
I mean, that's not true.
That's not true. Not every
We
female
gotta
is
have
gonna
one.
go for the
What,
guy
what,
that
what,
got
what?
all this and all that. No, that's not true. I'll go for you because I'm listening to what you gotta say to me. I'm not with the give me a dream and whatnot, which is all talk. What?
Watch-
Not all females is like that. We're
AP,
not. We're
watch,
not.
watch the setup, AP. Watch this.
Pabum
So we building
sa.
friendship.
That's the dating. The dating is the dating.
Well, if I could just slide right in
That's the
if I could
dating.
slide and go and disappear right
That's
into the wall, I would.
dating. This is the dating. This is where we get to know each other while we're dating. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not every
see-
female is gonna go for the guy that blowing, acting like he
Right,
got
right.
all this and all that. We're not, it's time change now. This is different. They can act like it, but they could be in debt. You get what I'm saying? That's just a dream.
Right.
So
Facts.
if you come up to me and
Living
tell
in
me,
the car.
right, and you
But
talking to
see-
me like you have like that common sense of, oh, this is what I want. This is I'm gonna challenge you, and you're gonna
Okay.
challenge me,
Right.
right? So
But see, that's the
this
thing
is
why I'm
how-
saying, again, that's very few of us out here in the matrix. Very few. Because you know, factually, very few. You know why? Because on the opposite spectrum of that is that guy that is not really, he's looking for this what do you call them? Cookie cutter females that baby mommy makeover or whatever. What do you call that?
Sierra.
No, yeah. Coca-Colas and all
Oh,
these
Coca-Cola bottles.
little models that's on IG and all this other stuff like that. Because that's the problem with it. These dudes they looking for the outside. They're not looking on the inside. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's the problem with it. If I brought that guy to that party, you brought them females to this party. Majority of the time, people like me and you, we're walking out at the end of the day. Okay? And if we didn't meet each other, we're going back to the drawing board again. Because at the end of the day, while we're in those surroundings with these superficial people, we don't belong there. So we out. Right? But if by chance we didn't walk out the door and bump into each other and say, "Oh, excuse me," and you want to be friends, you're like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh." Then at that point, we wouldn't meet each other. You see what I'm saying? But that's the point I'm trying to make. In that room, majority of society right now, due to the World Wide Web and all these, is the superficial people that are just looking for what they trained us to look for. I want a 6-figure, 6 feet. I was gonna say 6 size sex shoes, but then people don't want those size 6. You know what I'm saying? But
14.
But at the end of the day, she might want a size 6 shoes. I wear 13s. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
I would have 14.
he's lying.
All right, 6. Ooh, damn.
But at the end of the day, the problem is that they trained us at this point now where I will pass a beautiful female like the both of you guys because I am looking for what they trained me from IG to look for.
Vocal bottle.
And they trained you to pass me because if you come into that same surrounding, you already is the cash register's already blinging. You're looking at the watch, the ring, the shoes, the car, the whole 9 yards to add it up to figure out where I stand. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I came in a Honda Civic outside, you're automatically I'm out.
I could be.
You put me back in what was that Players Club?
Could be a billionaire.
You can have a Honda Civic. You should have. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of thing. So the problem with it is that they already trained us. So that's why a lot of us in relationship, we're not going to really succeed because we're going to keep repeating this cycle. Because until we can meet each other in that weird circumstances where you left the party at 6:09 and I left at 6:07, and in between we bumped into each other as I opened the door type of situation, chances are we're not gonna meet right away. So start all over again. And at the end of the day, we look in it and say, you know what? I'm not even going out anymore. Cause there ain't nobody out here. You see what I'm saying? The superficial ones, they keep hunting. They keep hunting because you know what? They want the bag. And the dudes that want the drawers, they gonna keep showing the bag to get the drawers. That's how it works. I'm just facts. If not, come to Atlanta. But listen, I definitely want to do a part 2 to this, if possible. If I can get y'all back, I got something else I want to ask, and I want a part 2. If I can get everyone back next Friday, we can get the part 2 to this. Following Friday, 2 weeks from now. Y'all on a vacation, so y'all can go to San Francisco or you can go to Atlanta and you can get some advice and they come back 2 weeks from now. Lies you tell. Okay. And let me know what else. But in closing now, let me ask you. Okay, so let me go down the line. Let's start with Jan at the top of the diamond. Okay. Jan, come down. Yes, for you now. How do you see this whole thing? As far as a timeline, should individuals with knowing the facts that we know now with the percentile rates for divorce and single mothers and single parent households and all these different stats that we're seeing in our community, do you believe we really should take the time out to try and get to know each other better as much as we can? Because you could be with somebody for 20 years and don't know them. But as best as we can, should we rush to get certain things, titles, or anything of that nature, or establish communication, get to know each other, build a friendship, and then all the rest will come? Because again, communication on where we are moving with each other is already established. Do we still? And if it's not broke, do you fix it or just let it? Some people they be together for 20 years and they got married and it just scrubbed the whole thing. Thoughts?
I feel like you can't rush perfection. I know that's cheesy, right? I feel like case by case, everybody's relationship is different.
Right.
Honestly. Right. And you have to see if it's going to blend, especially if you have kids, like you said, and stuff like that. Is that going to work? You have to think about that. Is that going to play out? Even if, okay, you was married, how is the other family going to take you and how's that going to play out? Like, you have to think about these things. What if you get into a bad situation? Will this person hold you down? This is something that you do have to think and think on the future. Can I, if we get into an argument, can I communicate with this person? He can understand my point of view. Mm-hmm. That is what is important to me. Communication, I feel like is the foundation, you know? So I can't give you a timeline because life is lifing, right? And I feel like if the communication is there and the vibe is good, sometimes the best thing, so you don't ruin it, day by day, see what happens.
Okay.
But you do have to meet in the middle. If you guys don't want to meet in the middle, then it's never going to work. Then you're just wasting each other's time.
That's fact.
But friendship is let me just say this one part. Friendship is very important and is the key for sure of all things. So if you lose everything else, love and all that stuff, money and stuff like that, friendship of all you will have by the end of the day. Facts. So being on solid ground will speak volume. Number one. It will lay down the foundation.
Franny.
I mean, like I said, there's no need to rush into getting to know somebody. It's really communication, like Joyce had said earlier, is the key. Taking your time to get to know the person, that's fine, but also know where you guys are standing. Know and let that person know, like, hey, this is where I'm at with you. This is what we're going to be doing. Don't let that person think that, we're going to be moving forward, but we really just taking out, like our little sweet time just to play around and whatnot, which is like, and you confuse that person. So you want to let the person know where you're standing. Like, okay, we're talking to each other. We're dating. We're getting to know each other. We're getting to know your kids, my kids, all this, your background, my background, finance. Don't forget to put that in there. Your finance, my finance. All these things got to come in, and you got to talk about these things to get to know that person. And then, as you go with the flow, but like I said, just let the person know where you stand.
Right.
You're not going with the flow just to go with the flow. 6 months, we're going with the flow, but no one knows where we at.
Okay.
Right.
I can feel that one there. AP.
He took a nap.
Hey.
What's the question again?
I know AP.
It was a long question.
AP was in. Yeah, so listen here, baby. Let me tell you something. Oh, they back? All right. No, the question was.
I think it all goes.
Go ahead.
It all goes back to communication and that basic foundation, right? So if you really don't have that basic foundation of what you can actually build upon, which is not only friendship but the fellowship, to be able to understand, knowing where you want to go. And I would suggest to anyone in a situation is put off the intimacy as far as you can before putting it in front of anything, because it always clouds up the situation where it makes you do things, want things, say things, and start to be things that you may not just trying to do that, right? And many times you have, I won't even call them mistakes as people call them, but you have situations that come about from being intimate with people that you don't even know, and you have kids, for example. 18-year bid with someone that you don't even like when you find out who they are. Right? So take your time, understand. People say cheesy, but do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Plain and simple. Don't do what you would not want to come back to you, because whether you do it directly, indirectly, it's going to come back one way or the other. So be right.
I respect that one, AP. I like that one. It's going in and out,
but you don't agree with it. I understand.
I agree with you with that. I like that one. Your communication is going in and out, but I can give you props on saying that, because right when you were saying it, I got a visual in my head of a whole bunch of guys that's sitting down listening to you, and then when you said no sexual contact, right? It's like, did he say that? And then I see him popcorn. Well, you get that one there from party. Yeah, that's what he's saying, because he's. But at the end of the day, you have a factual thing that you're talking about right there. It does cloud the judgment on a lot of things. But again, communication and letting someone know, don't play with anyone's feeling at the end of the day. That's all.
Right.
So moving forward, if I can get everyone here 2 weeks from now, please nod your head, raise your hand, say, "Oh, there's no commitment."
Yeah.
No commitment. All right, listen. If you can, let us know ahead of time when we get off, and we'll set something up for a part 2, because I love this right here, and I got another thing that I wanted to throw in the mix, but I'm gonna wait till the next one. But yeah, just letting everybody know right now, you can find us on all the platforms out there. Live at the Barbershop is here every Friday from 9 to 10,
or beyond.
I'll be on sometime, unfortunately. But when the conversation is good, it's good when it's good. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it happen. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Let's thank Franny. Let's thank Jonice. Let's thank my man AP. Because without y'all, it would not be what it was. Thank you very much. All right. I respect and I love everyone that's on the platform. Shout out to everybody out there that chimed in. Also, Keisha, Leonard, Montague. We know it's your ass, Q. Stop fronting, okay? So chill as always. Number one family right there. All right. So to everyone out there, yo, enjoy your weekend.
No Jerry West.
No what?
No Jerry.
Jerry
no
West.
Jerry. What happened to Jerry?
Oh, Jerry, yeah.
Jerry,
Black Republican.
we ain't talk politics. That's
Yo,
right.
that's a whole nother thing, but it's all good. Jerry, yo, wherever you at, man,
Yo,
shout out.
I swear it was like a bat signal when we talk about politics.
Jerry comes in, right?
What y'all talking about?
Well, it's all love though, man. But like I said, you can find us on all the platforms. Find us here every Friday night, 9 p.m. live at the barbershop. Like I say, please go out in the world and be somebody. And I thank everyone. Enjoy the weekend and be safe. God bless and good night.
Go out in the world and be somebody.